Today was Ernesto Valverde's first press conference of the US Tour preseason. He talked about Munir and about the possibility of giving him a second chance to prove himself at Barcelona, and also he talked about a new signing. He talked about we need somebody else to replace Iniesta and Paulinho. All of that and much more in this video. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Just like always, if you love Barcelona and you hate fake news, well, click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss anything on the content that we upload here on this channel. So today, I wanted to start off by talking about two of the biggest news we saw from Valverde's press conference in this preseason. So the first one was that he will give Munir a second chance to prove himself. So we're going to talk about that and all that may influence on someone like Arnaiz and also like Paco Alcácer. And the second story, which is the biggest, is going to be about Steven ZONZI. It's going to be about ZONZI because it seems that he's going to be the replacement to Rabiot. Rabiot has been identified by the sporting directors and the board at Barcelona. There is a deal which is very difficult to get, so ZONZI may be the replacement for that guy. Most importantly, guys, just an update. I want to say you guys that the 4th episode of the Barcelona Realistic Career Mode will be delayed for Sunday, for tomorrow, because I wasn't expecting this huge news at the morning, and most importantly also because it's a national day here in Peru, so it means that I won't have enough time during the day to work with you guys. So I'm gonna be delivering all of that and pushing on to Sunday because I also have the preview of Barcelona's match for Spurs coming up after this video, as well as the reaction after the match. So 3 videos today. I know you like it. Smash the like button if you want more. So the first story is Munir El Hadabi returning and staying at Barcelona. It seems that Valverde has given a second chance to the Spanish/Moroccan, and to be honest with you, it's actually quite a smart move. Now for Valverde, Jose Arnaiz, to most of the disappointment of you guys, he won't be playing at Barcelona this season. It seems that he will mostly go out on loan and Munir will be the guy coming in. So for all of you Arnaiz fans out there, I understand, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna look at it from a manager's perspective, and he's much more of a smart decision. It's a really smart decision to keep Munir over Arnaiz. If we take a look at the CV, like for a position, for a job, Munir has done so much more than Arnaiz. He has played in the Champions League, he has played in the Copa del Rey, he has played in Barcelona, but most importantly, he has played in La Liga under Deportivo Alavés and scored 14 goals, being the top goal scorer and the best player of the season. Arnaiz has only played in Barcelona B and only has played for Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. He's 1 year older. All of that taken into account makes for a great CV for Munir and not as good for one for Arnaiz. I think that Arnaiz needs to get loaned out and play in the first division for at least 1 year and have the ability to just keep playing constantly, while Munir has now the chance to be a regular or a squad rotational player for Barcelona. So to be honest with you, and to the disappointment of you guys, Munir will stay at Barcelona. It seems that way, while Arnaiz will mostly depart the club. And I agree with Munir staying at the club. I don't think he's like a better player than Arnaiz. I think they're both kind of like the same level. In Munir, a little bit more. But I think Munir just has the experience and has the CV to be at Barcelona right now. Valverde said that what's more important about being at Barcelona is that la exigencia es clave. Exigencia, let me just look at translate that, because I, to be honest, do not know the translation from Spanish to English of that word. Let me just look it up. Exigencia is requirement, is demand, and when you have demand, you need to be on demand, and Munir, it seems right now that he just can feel those demands that Barcelona requires rather than Arnaiz. I also want to talk about this, what it will mean for Paco Alcácer. Will Paco Alcácer leave the club? Most probably. That's a decision that really, to be honest, pains me to see. I think Paco Alcácer is one of not the best players at Barcelona, obviously, but he's much more of a natural number 9. He's much more of a player that can help us all around. And I love his professionalism and love his personality and character. He's a guy that knows his role is as a substitute. So those chances he's get, he's always proved them. He has scored more goals than Karim Benzema in last 2 seasons. And he's just been a very good player, I gotta say. For me, Paco Alcácer should remain in the club. His character and motivation drives him. And players like that are really hard to come by. That's the same why I prefer Roberto over Semedo. That's the same why I prefer players such as I don't know, players, well, like Roberto and and Paco Alcácer. I think those characters are just really hard to come by, and it's going to be really sad that Paco Alcácer will leave the club, but most probably will leave now because we have so many players up top. We now have 6 players for those 3 positions, and we should have around 5. So one of them needs to go, and it seems that Paco Alcácer will be that guy, unfortunately. So now to the biggest story of the day, and that's Steven and ZONZI. It seems that Barcelona have identified that the deal for Rabiot is really hard to complete, and now they have seek a new player to replace, and that's going to be Steven and ZONZI. You may say that from the press conference, Valverde's actual words were that they are still looking for more signings. They still need to find a replacement for Iniesta and Paulinho. Don't get too carried away with that. Don't get too excited. This means that they're looking for a midfielder. It doesn't mean that they're looking for 2 midfielders, one to replace Iniesta and one to replace Paulinho. They're looking for someone who's going to be able to fill those requirements. And Rabiot obviously was the main decision for that, because Rabiot is good on his ball, he's physical. We talk about Paulinho having all those traits, Rabiot having those, and Iniesta having a creative mind, and Rabiot having a creative mind as well. But with ZONZI, it's just a different take. With ZONZI, is much more physical rather than a creator. He can be a creator, but just deeper in the midfield. He will come on as a CDM, and to be honest with you, it's a signing. I would agree. I think ZONZI would be a good player to come on Barcelona, and there are some reasons why. You may say like, hey, but didn't you say William would be bad because he's really old? Didn't you say Dani Parejo would be bad because he's really old? Well, yes, I did say that, and I still think ZONZI is not the best signing, but I wouldn't be opposed to it because his price is really, really low. And because he brings something to the squad, it's very different to what we already have. He's a much more physical player. He's the most physical player we've seen in this transfer window. He's like really up there with one of the most physical players in the world right now. He's really tall, really buffed up, and most importantly, he just is a destroyer in that midfield, something we have not had for a very, very long time. So taking that into account, ZONZI wouldn't be for me a bad option. His price is being talked about 35 million euros because that's his release clause. That's very, very positive. Just pay the bills and get the player back. It's as simple as that. No extra bonuses, no nothing, just wages and clauses. And that, to be honest with you guys, is really positive for me. I like how he brings something else to the squad. I like how he be physical, and I like the price. The age doesn't bother me because the price we're talking about, it's fine. Like if we would pay 50 million for ZONZI, that would be insane. But no, we would be paying 35 million. And right now it seems that Arsenal are struggling to find funds to get this move for ZONZI. So Barcelona may sneak in and get him right away. I would be happy with him signing for Barcelona. I wouldn't be in love with it, but I would be happy and I would understand the decision. And most importantly, we're also pleasing the manager Valverde. So guys, tell me what you think about these 2 stories. Tell me what you think about Munir remaining at Barcelona. I know a lot of you guys would be disappointed with Arnaiz, but it's a smart move. Trust me, it really is the smart move. So leave me your comments here down below, and also with ZONZI, tell me what you think about this signing. Do you agree with me saying that he will be good for Barcelona? Does he bring something else to the squad? I think he does. And just again, leave me all of that in the comment box down below. So just like always guys, if you love Barcelona and you hate fake news, well, click the subscribe button down below so you miss any other content that we upload here on this channel. Tomorrow in a few hours I will be uploading the preview for Spurs versus Barcelona, and later on I will be uploading my reaction after the game. So stay tuned for more. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.